To London and South and West Essex and South Hertfordshire, in these areas where we've seen these sharp exponential rises in the past week, we've taken swift and decisive action to protect the NHS and to save lives. Even ahead of the formal review point on Wednesday, we must act now. So from 1 minute from midnight on Wednesday morning, these areas will move into Tier 3, the very high alert level. I know that this news is not what people want to hear. It's a blow to so many people who've made plans and to businesses who'll be adversely affected. But we know from experience that the best thing to do in the face of this virus is to act fast, not to wait to see its growth continue, and we do not rule out further action.
What everybody in A&Es are saying and writing is this is going up in very many parts of the country, not absolutely everywhere, but very many parts, particularly now in the southern parts of the country. And we absolutely must get on top of this, because if we do not, the period after Christmas, the most difficult period for the NHS, which is January and February in every year, is going to be extremely difficult for every area of A&E, of general practice, and the rest of the health system, and that's going to have a big impact. In terms of the impact of Christmas, the thing which we have repeatedly said to everybody, and I think it is, in a sense, common sense to everybody, is that the fact that some relaxations have been made not to the tiering, but to people's ability to meet their families over Christmas does not mean that they should go to the top of the license of that. They should do everything that is possible. The point of this is for, under certain circumstances, families who wish to get together. But they really have to be very, very careful, and in particular, incredibly careful if they're around people who are vulnerable.
On the modelling around Christmas, Ben, it all depends on people's behaviour. And the most important thing is that people are cautious and careful ahead of Christmas and during Christmas, and hence we're saying that so clearly. And I think it's certainly, from talking to people, the response I get. This is how most people are thinking about Christmas, as a time, yes, to see loved ones who we may not have been able to see for a long time, but to do so really carefully. I think that if you want to see elderly relatives at Christmas, we all know that the best thing to do is to make sure that you don't have coronavirus, and the best thing you can do if you want to see elderly relatives at Christmas is to be extremely careful now about who you see. And that's the way to see loved ones in a socially distanced way at Christmas, but do so in a way